you guys doing?
Body camera footage showing 4 Chilean nationals being questioned by authorities last month in Ohio. And in the trunk, a Louis Vuitton bag.
Where are you guys headed to today? Orlando? Wrong way. Florida's that way.
Nijinsky and Juan Villar are accused by federal prosecutors of regularly serving as fences for South American theft groups. Their Diamond District pawn shop raided Tuesday.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house.
Federal prosecutors say the thieves made off with roughly $300,000 in luxury items, including watches, glasses, piles of cash, and Louis Vuitton luggage. The alleged gangbangers also posed wearing the NFL stars JB9 and number 9 chain necklaces.
They come here almost exclusively to commit and engage in criminality.
I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Prosecutors say in their search Tuesday, investigators found large quantities of suspected stolen property here at the pawn shop, as well as from a storage facility in New Jersey, where they also found sports memorabilia and power tools that are commonly used to open safes.
These are the individuals that wake up every day with one intention, is to commit as many crimes as possible to make money in any way possible.
2 individuals are in FBI custody tonight, following a high-profile raid of a Diamond District pawn shop in Midtown Manhattan. Authorities allege that the 2 men were engaged in the purchase and resale of stolen luxury items, working in conjunction with South American theft groups. This alarming operation extended nationwide, with stolen goods ranging from high-end watches and designer bags to piles of cash and priceless sports memorabilia. Many of these items were taken from the homes of professional athletes and other affluent individuals by a gang of Chilean immigrants residing in the U.S. illegally. Federal prosecutors say the scheme was a chilling example of criminals exploiting the American dream with the cooperation of a seemingly legitimate business. Body camera footage from law enforcement showcases the breadth of this operation. In one incident last month in Ohio, officers stopped 4 Chilean nationals in a vehicle. In their trunk, investigators discovered a Louis Vuitton bag and other luxury goods linked to a robbery at the home of NFL star Joe Burrow. The suspects, when questioned, gave conflicting stories about their destination, further implicating them in the broader scheme. Prosecutors identified the 2 pawn shop owners, Nijinsky and Juan Villar, as central figures who acted as fences for these theft groups, facilitating the sale of stolen property directly from their store. The raid on their business uncovered large quantities of suspected stolen goods, including luxury items and tools commonly used to break into safes, stored both at the pawn shop and an off-site storage facility in New Jersey. This operation targeted high-profile individuals across the U.S., including professional athletes. Among the victims was Joe Burrow, whose $7.5 million Ohio mansion was brazenly burglarized. The thieves made off with approximately $300,000 worth of goods, including cash, Louis Vuitton luggage, and personal memorabilia such as his iconic JB9 chain. Social media posts from the gang revealed them flaunting their ill-gotten gains, a mix of arrogance and carelessness that ultimately led to their downfall. Investigators also uncovered evidence of extensive premeditation, including photos of targeted homes saved on their phones. This level of sophistication highlights the organized nature of these thefts and the alarming collusion with businesses like the pawn shop, which prosecutors allege knowingly facilitated the sale of stolen merchandise. The implications of this case extend far beyond a single pawn shop. The bust reveals a broader pattern of collaboration between illegal criminal gangs and legitimate-looking businesses in New York City. With the Diamond District as a backdrop, known for its decades-old reputable businesses, this case underscores how illicit operations can hide in plain sight. Federal authorities have expressed concerns about the growing prevalence of such operations, particularly in a city grappling with skyrocketing crime rates. Over the past 2 years, New York City has seen an 8,000% rise in moped-related snatch-and-grab robberies. Criminals have targeted affluent neighborhoods, stealing high-value items such as watches, purses, and jewelry. Incidents of diners at upscale restaurants being forced to relinquish their Rolexes to armed robbers have become disturbingly common. Central Park and Midtown, including Times Square, have also seen an uptick in thefts, painting a troubling picture of a city inundated with stolen goods openly resold in stores and on the streets. This case highlights the profitability of the Aiha Sato, stolen goods trade in New York City, exacerbated by its sanctuary city policies and decriminalization of petty theft. These factors have created an environment that attracts criminal enterprises from around the globe, allowing them to exploit legal loopholes and thrive. The city's policies enable these individuals to live in taxpayer-funded shelters while engaging in illicit activities. Businesses with no questions asked policies become complicit, creating a pipeline for stolen goods. The raid on the pawnshop has exposed an intricate network, but it also raises a critical question. How many more businesses are complicit in similar schemes? The pipeline of stolen goods fuels a sprawling underground economy. Investigators revealed that the Diamond District pawnshop served as a hub for unloading stolen merchandise from across the country. Items were smuggled and sold without scrutiny, further emboldening criminal networks. This isn't the only business model enabling such crimes. Across New York City, bodegas resell stolen food, and clothing stores fence goods taken from major retailers. Opportunistic thieves, like those implicated in this case, exploit this ecosystem by selling their loot to willing buyers, often on the same block where they operate. The case took a dramatic turn when federal prosecutors traced cell phone records linking the arrested Chilean nationals directly to the pawnshop owners. This connection suggests more than a casual business relationship. It indicates a deeply embedded network of coordination. The individuals involved demonstrated a level of organization that points to systematic exploitation. From orchestrating burglaries during security shift changes to selling high-value stolen items under the guise of legitimate trade, the operation's sophistication is alarming. The case also sheds light on a troubling trend in New York City. Criminal gangs are capitalizing on lenient enforcement policies to expand their operations. Venezuelan gang members from the violent Tren de Aragua network, for instance, have been apprehended for selling weapons in the city. These weapons often end up in the hands of other criminal groups, perpetuating a cycle of violence. This gang's activities extend beyond New York, with operations in states like Texas, Florida, and Colorado. Such developments illustrate how sanctuary city policies can unintentionally foster a haven for organized crime. The broader implications are staggering. As New York City grapples with a surge in property crimes, the nexus between illegal immigrants, organized crime, and legitimate businesses has created a breeding ground for exploitation. Shelters housing asylum seekers have reportedly become recruitment grounds for gangs, with some individuals coerced into criminal activities. The lack of robust law enforcement in these areas further emboldens perpetrators, creating a vicious cycle that victimizes law-abiding citizens. The Diamond District case is a microcosm of this larger problem. It exposes how criminals and businesses collaborate to exploit systemic vulnerabilities. The willingness of businesses to turn a blind eye for profit enables organized crime to flourish. While the arrest of the pawnshop owners and the dismantling of their operation is a significant victory, it's clear that much work remains. The stolen goods market is vast, and as long as the demand exists, the supply chain will persist. The case is a wake-up call for policymakers and law enforcement to address the systemic issues that allow such operations to thrive.